Race 2 then, another Class 5, 1,200 metres is the trip, and they're headed by Haven Street, who drops into Class 5 for the first time for Danny Shum and Dylan Moe. Rookie Star gets the blinkers on for the first time. Starlet gets the blinkers back on. Young Dream will roll forward from Barrier 3 for the Racing Club. Snow Hooves a two-time winner over the trip. They've both been on the all-weather. And down to Idyllic Wind, the 10-year-old. But he was a winner last season, Brett. Still enjoying his racing.
Yeah, there's another 10-year-old going around later as well in Ocean Roar.
There's Haven Street, who's been up at Chunkfara as well. Came back on the 24th of Danny Shum's.
Well, potentially Victor Wong could find the lead here on the Racing Club horse Young Dreamer. You would think Snow Hooves, Zach will try and get him out of the barriers quickly from gate 1 and wouldn't probably contest the lead, and Young Dreamer might press on. The champ should sit forward, showing character, caught 3 deep in that diagram there, as you can see. He might have to press forward and maybe look for the spot outside of the leader, possibly.
Here he is, the little chap, showing character. Does go well fresh too, this horse. He's gone well fresh in the past. You can see the break's done him no harm, and he's really stretching out nicely in this piece of work. So it was a good piece from him, showing character. Just that little tricky draw, as you said. Happy. He's always happy. He goes well here on this surface as well. The all-weather, he obviously won't be racing on it on Wednesday night, but the cheek pieces will go in on him on race day. And he's by Rip Van Winkle. This one, here's the old boy. I thought I'd show him. 10-year-old. He did win last season. He seems to be enjoying his racing. He's always a nice, big, strong horse. And his track work, he's been there, done that, and doing it with no fuss.
Yeah, got no weight on his back as well. Matthew Chaddock right from Barrier 4. First one we're going to have a look at is Snow Hooves. Finished off last season with a win. That was in the all-weather, but over the 1,200 metres. So we'll take a check of his racing form first, and we'll see how he's coming into this race via a trial. Yeah,
let's refresh your memories on what he did at the end of last season. He sat very close to the speed, which potentially could be the case on Wednesday night from that good barrier. And then he really powered away over the final stages. So obviously Chris So had him going beautifully at the end of last season with a second, followed up by a win. And that form looks like it has carried on through the off-season, and the evidence is here in this trial where he looms up onto the outside of King Opie, who, of course, was a comfortable winner on the weekend.
Yeah, he did win well. I'm going to take him on, though. I haven't even put him in, Snow Hooves. The reason being 43 starts, 2 wins. Zach Purton aboard. He's come up favourite, and I think he goes better on the surface, so I'm happy to take him on.
Not even in the placings?
Not even in the placings,
Brett. Started off harsh this season, Paul.
Right, taking a stand early then as far as Snow Hooves is concerned. He is the early favourite. Starlet, though, Richard Gibson's horses ran well on the weekend without winning. This looked like a pretty nice trial, though. Yeah,
and I did like this, and I like the fact the blinkers game back on him. He's dropped 17 pounds in the off-season, barrier 5, so I'm more than happy to put him in.
Same. Yeah, I think this was a brilliant trial. He has done this before, though, and then been disappointing, and that's, I think, reflected in his overall record. 22 starts, 1 win, 3 seconds. But it was a good trial. He is a Class 4 winner, and he did win with blinkers on last season.
Yeah, 1 off 42. This is 36 he's on now as far as rating is concerned. Young Dreamer for the Racing Club. Should get a run for their money out in front.
Yep, he's a speed type. I think he's probably the likely leader, as we looked in that bit of footage. This is not a bad trial, too, because that Shimmer and Shine down nearer the inside there, he's a nice enough horse heading forward. Land Grant will go around later on in the day. Almost another full Tony Millard trial, really.
Actually,
yeah. So
Tautu at the back.
It'll end up being a reasonable reference, and I think, you know, out in front at the Valley is better than being back last, no doubt.
Lightweight, gets the 10 pounds off, no other leader.
It's a real key.
Yeah, I'm going to side with him.
All right, so against the favourite, he's on top for you?
He's on top. I think Young Dream will get a bit of a price about him as well, although in saying that he's come in a little bit now to $4.60. So I've got Young Dreamer on top to beat Starlock. The blinkers going on. Blinkers also going Rookie Star. He's only had the 1 start in Class 5, and he didn't run too badly. Blinkers on him, and also showing character as a horse that we've said before does go fresh, go well fresh. Does showing character. So I didn't find room for the favourite. I went 5, 4, 2 and 3. I'll just be back in the 5 to win.
Fair enough. I'm going to go with Starlet, but I've got quite similar numbers. I'm happy to, a little bit like Paul, take Snow Hooves on a win line with something at a bit of value, and I think Starlet has clearly shown he's got the ability to win a race like this. He can be scratchy, his form can be patchy, but the trial leading in was good, and I think if you get a reasonable price like you are at the moment, $10, or thereabouts, it's pretty good. So him each way for me. Snow Hooves, Young Dreamer, I think will lead, and Happy has drawn well, and that might be the advantage, having a good barrier to find himself in the frame at the end. 4, 8, 5, 7 for me in race number 2.